At the moment, it hasn't, because I've got another project lined up, so I'm not looking necessarily for industry work. As full-time work, I'm working for Apple. That's helpful because you get a load of different variations of people, so while I'm actually at work, I'm meeting all different types of characters, and everyone comes in and they use the computers for different things, so it's interesting to see sort of perspectives of the world as people come in. So I think that's why I'm finding it quite interesting.
And they don't even know that they're being held by the winner of a Beijing Film Festival. Was that the best award?
I think it's probably the best award that we could have won. I don't think it's the top one of the festival, but the fact that it's decided by the audience and not by the judges, I think it looks better for us to put on our CV and say an audience liked our film rather than a judge. I mean, that would have been nice, but it was shown twice in a 1,000-seater cinema, so it's a lot of people that voted, which is really nice.
You're really young, but this is not your first award.
No, I got one when I was, for a film that I made when I was 17 from the Royal Television Society, and that was a film that I made at college. And then another project that we did at university in third year was a 30-second commercial for Robinson's Juice, and that was entered in a Kodak competition, and we got 4 awards from them, and one of them came with, I think it's about £2,500 worth of vouchers, so we're really pleased.
Do you think winning these awards will help you or not necessary?
I hope so. I think that at the position that I'm in now, where I've just came out of university and I want to go into filmmaking, I think there's so many people that want to do it that it's a case of handing in a portfolio or handing out a CV, and it's going to look so much better, I think, if it says there's an award to it, like a separate institution has seen it and said, we like this, and it's going to help so much more than me handing in a CV saying, I made all these films, but I know my family thought they were fantastic, but not having any kind of other thing to put in there. So I think just to have them recognised by a bigger institution is going to help.
What makes a good movie, a good film?
The characters, because I think from the characters you get a story, and then from the story, that kind of, from the mix of the two things, it starts to influence what the set needs to be and what the music needs to be and what everything just needs to be. All the different traits of the characters will lend towards what you need for the film. So at the heart of it, there's that, and everything just kind of expands from that, I think.
How do you look into the UK industry, film industry? It's
scary to think that I want to try and get into it, so at the moment I'm kind of content thinking, oh, we're going to make films and then show them off and see if people like them. But I don't necessarily have a plan thinking this is where it is, this is where I am, and this is how I want to get there. So it's pretty daunting. It seems terrifying.
And do you think it would help to know a little bit more about the film business industry rather than just being creative?
Yes and no. I think it would help to know a little bit more about it as a business and an industry rather than just I'm creative and I want to make films kind of thing. I think it would be more helpful to know more about the business element of it. But I also think for what I want to do, I don't want to get too bogged down in things that are too kind of business oriented, because I think if there was a business course, it would cover so many other different things that it probably wouldn't appeal to me, that it would be helpful if I knew someone that had been on it.
Do you feel supported in any way?
Yeah, definitely. I've had an email from someone from a post-production house who had my details passed on to them through one of the lecturers, and we're still waiting to see where that's going to go. And it was the university that entered it into the festivals that it's gotten into, and then they've got more festivals lined up that they're submitting the film into. So it's really good. I think the uni have been really supportive. If I was giving advice to the university, I'd say that it would be handy to have a few workshops towards the end of university to say this is what other students have done, this is what you can do, this is our experience, perspective of what people have done in the past and different routes. That could have been useful.
What are your projects for now on?
At the moment we've got the money from Kodak that I mentioned, so there's a group of us that are talking about what we're going to do with that and get a project off the ground. There's a TV series that I'm writing, and I've paired up with a cinematographer off the course, and we're looking to get that into a shape that it's ready to film and then shoot a pilot for it. Originally I was wanting to send the script off to just any production company that would read it, but I think it's something that I'm enjoying writing so much that the more and more I get into it, the more and more I want to direct it. So I think what we're going to do is shoot the pilot ourselves, see if we can get that together, and then just go around and say, this is the idea that I've got, this is what we've been able to make. Like, do you want to see more?